Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another exciting update in my 2025 Project Pan. We are here with our second update or our March update, and I'm so excited to share with you that I hit another empty. So that's 2 already on the year, which is really exciting. Very good momentum moving forward. I do think we might slow down a little bit, but you never know. Maybe we can keep it going over the next few months or so. So really excited to have another empty, which means I get to roll that empty out and get to roll something in its place. So before I started filming, I was looking at my planning to pan list, and I think I decided what I'm gonna roll in, but I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But let's go ahead and talk about the 4 products that are still staying in this project and go through their numbers and everything. Then we can talk about the product that I finished and the one that I'm gonna roll in its place. All right, let's get into it. If you're not familiar how this project works, I rolled in 5 products at the beginning of the year to work on until I finish them. I track progress by filming update clips every month, weighing the products, and then also counting how many times I use them. And that is pretty much it. Super easy. It's rolling style, so when I finish something, I roll it out, roll something in its place. And I'm basically trying to finish, and if not finish, use everything that I put on my planning to pan list, which I will give an update on when we get there, but we were doing pretty good on that. First thing that I want to talk about is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I used this one 16 times this month, and as you can see, the pan is still continuing to expand. I will say though that I'm continuing to swirl my brush mostly around the outside because I don't want the pan part to start getting super crumbly, especially when there's still so much product around the outside of it. I'd rather wear that down a little bit and then have to repress instead of repressing like really early on, because then I'd feel like I'll need to repress like a few times. And while repressing doesn't necessarily change the product, I do feel like breaking it up, putting back together is not the best thing for it. So ideally, I'm gonna hold off on repressing as long as I can, which is why I'm swirling around the outside. But that being said, the pan size isn't getting super huge because that's not where I am focusing my brush most occasions. I am continuing to love this product. I think it's such a beautiful bronzer. I really do like it. You get so much product in here, so all good things to say about this one still, and just continuing to make progress. Next is my Avon liner. You all always comment on these videos about the longevity of this liner, and you're not wrong, but I used this one 9 times this month, so I think I used it 11 times last month, so still making really good progress on this, especially if you watched my video last year. I think it took me a long time to get 20 uses, and now I have it in the first 2 months, and I sharpened it again, which means we are continuing to make it smaller. Here is the update in the sharpener. So not much left I need to sharpen off before I'm not gonna be able to get a grip on here. I'd say that in the next few-ish months, it's gonna be getting really close. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be done, but it's gonna be getting really close. My goal is to use enough of it each month that I need to sharpen it each month, because I'm not just sharpening it like every time I use it, because in which case it'd be done. I'm trying to use enough of it so that it feels like I actually do need to sharpen it, and in which case I do. So my goal is to use enough every month to need to sharpen it every month, and I think, you know, by the midpoint of this year, we're gonna be really close. So continuing to work on that. Like, this is all that's left. It's so small. So really excited about the progress we're making there. Really excited that I've been able to get the 9 uses. I'm wearing it today. I've just kind of been making myself put it on when I'm not like always wanting to grab for liner, but I'm like, just wear it. Like, just do it. Just make the effort. We'll worry about not wearing liner when that one's done. Next is my Lifter Gloss. So I wore this one 17 times this month. I love this gloss. Again, wearing it today. I just think it's so pretty. I have it in my work bag. I take it out throughout the day at work and reapply it. And yeah, I just think it's great. I think one of you said that you had panned this before, or one of these Lifter glosses, and it took you 100 uses. I'm curious to see if I land anywhere near that, or I'm less than that or more than that. My guess is that I'm gonna be more than 100 uses, because maybe I'm just like wiping more off. I don't know, but I'm curious to see where this ends up landing in terms of like when I finish it, but making good progress, happy with the usage. Definitely starting to see some spots in the package that we're clearing out. So I'll be curious when I get, you know, another 2 months on this, how the actual lip gloss is looking in here, and if it's still has a lot like it looks like right now, or if we're really gonna be able to see the fact that there's some good progress being made. I really do love this product. I'd say across the board, I'm quite happy with all the products right now in my Project Pan, which throughout the years has not always been the case, but I'm still loving everything. I really like how everything looks together, especially paired with other products that I'm working on and other projects. So really happy with all of that. If you watched, I think in January I filmed like a project pan get ready with me. I'm gonna keep doing those like semi-consistently, maybe every other month, because things in my project pans do keep switching out, especially what's in my like Shop My Stash project pan. And even in like this one and my eyeshadow one, like I'm making progress there as well. So I think I'm gonna keep filming those just so you can see how all the products pair together. Sometimes I create looks that I like really love, sometimes not as much, but I'm still making progress across the board on the products that I'm working on. Next one that I want to talk about is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I used this one 16 times and I thought there was going to be like a little bit more usage in this one. I'm very curious to see what this looks like last month compared to this month in the update clips, because I think that'll be really telling to see how far we can get over the next few months. I was thinking that this one could possibly be finished next month, and maybe it still could be, but I'm doubting it a little bit now looking at it. Although I will say that the like bump that was here is much flatter than it was before. Obviously that's where I've been focusing my brush. So I don't know, I think we're making really good progress on this one too, and especially for a powder product, I feel like it's moving relatively fast. So really excited about this one. And again, I love the way this powder looks. I know a lot of people have complained about hard pan with this one. I haven't had any issues thus far on this project, so really happy with the progress on that one as well. And then that brings us to the product that I have finished up. We got it done and I finished my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I used this one 15 times to empty it all. It is all gone. Can't hear any more in here. And I'm so excited about the progress on this one to get this one done. I knew it was going to be close when I rolled it in, but I'm just so happy to have finished this one up, to move it out of my collection. At the beginning of the year or the end of last year, I bought 2 new setting sprays that I've been wanting to work on. And this one I rolled into my Shop My Stash project pan, and I still haven't opened it because I wanted to finish this up. So now that this is done, I can work on this, or at least like try it. So really excited about that. I wasn't the biggest fan of this. I feel like it did an okay job, but I have, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray that I prefer, and I'm testing out those other 2 that I just showed you. So I don't think that this is one that I'll go back for, but I'm still really happy to have tried it out. I know people love this one, and so I was very curious about it. And so I'm glad I've used it, tried it, finished it, but excited to get into the other setting sprays that I have in my collection. So now that we have gone through all the products and I talked about the one that I finished, we're gonna go ahead and roll a new product in. And so I was taking a look at my planning to pan list, and I have on there a list of products that at the end of last year I said I want to pan or empty this year. And in taking a look, I was like highlighting and checking off some stuff, and there's only 3 products left that are either not finished or currently in a project pan. And 2 of those are foundations or base products, and then one of them is a powder product. And so I was kind of debating back and forth because I feel like each can take a long time to work on and use, but I decided at the end that I think it's smarter for me to go for the powder product, just so I can get a little bit more usage on it and have a little bit more time to focus on it. And so the one that I'm going to be rolling in to replace my setting spray is my Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the shade Baby Love. And as you can see, we already have a nice pan going in here, and so obviously the goal is to finish this one. It's probably the oldest blush now in my collection, and I'm ready to work on it and roll it out. I finished a blush the past 2 years, so I am hoping that I can get a 3rd one on the list for this year. And yeah, I'm excited to roll this one in. As you can see, we've already have some good progress. I think this is one that I'll probably be repressing sooner rather than later. But again, I'm gonna see what I can do around the outside, using up the product there before going right into where I have the pan. Although this one hasn't been crumbly at all. I had this in my Shop My Stash project pan in January, and I really enjoyed using it. I actually used it a lot as a topper on top of a cream blush from Merit, and I loved how it looked. So I'll probably pull that in again to wear these together, but really excited to be rolling this one in, hoping that I can get another empty. So I don't know, I'm doing a lot with powders right now. I have 3 powder products in this project, which I think is a little excessive, not typically something that I would do, but I feel like I need to start working on this one now so I'm not stuck at the end of the year not having enough time to finish it. And I think this powder product is gonna move really fast, and I just needed to have this one in at the beginning because this one is definitely gonna take all year. So that is where we stand right now. Just continuing to make progress across the board, but I also wanna make sure that I have something that I'm like at least close standing done in the next few months to keep that motivation high, because having 2 empties in a row in this project, it definitely does that for me. It's super exciting. I'm feeling like, woohoo, we're like making really good progress. I think that might slow down a little bit if I'm being realistic, but hopefully not too much, because I think I'm getting close on a couple of these. So we will see, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned so you can keep up with all my updates, see where we end up next month. Like I said, you never know, we might make more progress than I thought we will. Definitely check out my other Project Pan videos and really everything that I'm posting on here if you enjoy my content. And I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next one.